Hey, what's going on everyone? We're back here on Pokemon Showdown today. We're going to be using this Life Orb Sheer Force Nidoking team, which is a variation of a team that was built all the way back in Oros by McMegan. If you guys might remember that McMegan's Nidoking offense, but basically it's just Life Orb Sheer Force Nidoking, same 4 attacks. And then we have Defensive Mega Scizor right here, pretty much the same thing, Bullet Punch, Roost, U-Turn, Defog. Scarf Lando, we have Max Speed, he had a bit of HP investment, I put it all into attack. And we have Soul Dew Lati. Pretty much his Lati was Life Orb, but I figured with the introduction of Z moves, we don't have to run Psychium Z or Life Orb. We can run Soul Dew and then run Ground DMZ Heatran to lure Toxapex. Earth Power actually OHKOs that with the Ground DMZ, so that's pretty cool. Hopefully we can bait that, but then just Taunt Rocks and then defensive leftover Rotom Wash just to help out against Landorus-T, because we don't switch into that very well otherwise. So that's going to be the team. It'll be down below in the description in case you guys want to try it out alongside me. And I'll be right back with our first match. Alright, we got our first match right here. This guy is super weak to Nidoking, which is cool, but unfortunately we're super weak to that Mega Alakazam right there. We actually don't have a single switch in if it's Focus Blast HP Fire, so we're definitely going to have to be careful. Thankfully he does not have the Psychic Terrain support, which is great, but I'm going to go ahead and lead off here with my Scarf Lando. He leads off with his own Lando, so this is probably just our rocks. I'm going to obviously U-turn out into my Rotom Wash. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. We can defog any rocks. He puts up, throw off a Will-O-Wisp. We'll see if we see Rocky Helmet. I'm assuming we'll see leftovers right now. So we bring in Rotom. He actually goes for a U-turn himself. That might be Scarf Lando too. Not sure, but let's go ahead and see what he decides to switch in right now. Apparently I don't have effect volume on. Let's go ahead and fix that. He's going to bring out his Zapdos, which is cool. And let's go ahead and... I don't really want to take any damage on this. I think I just want to go Tran and throw out my own rocks. I don't mind Tran taking a bit of damage. He just goes for a T-Bolt, which is fine. We take that. Now I can either throw off my rocks or I can just go for a Fire MZ. Now I think rocks is the better play just because he's going to sit in here and just spam T-Bolt. And now I know he's going to go for Defog, and we saw that we were faster. So I can just throw off a Fire Blast or I can taunt him to prevent him from defogging, which is what I'm going to do. He just tried to defog, which is great. And now I'm just going to go ahead and click Fire Blast right here. He'll probably knock me out, but that's going to do a good amount. Actually, never mind. That did not do a lot. He goes for Hidden Power though. Very surprised. I'm going to go right here for Fire Blast again. We do hit that. He gets a Wiki Berry, which is totally fine. Goes for Hidden Power. I'm taunting again right here. I don't want him defogging or roosting. He might just switch out, but taunt's my best play. Just goes for T-Bolt, so he's smart. Finally just takes a KO. And I can go out into Lati here and just throw off a Draco Meteor. That's looking like a great play. He could just go Ferrothorn though, and that's kind of going to be a little bit of an issue. I kind of want to pull a double out right here into my Nidoking. I really don't want him defogging though. If I double out into Nidoking and he stays in, it's not as big of a deal, so I'm going to do that. He's actually going to go out into Lando. We saw that this might have been... We didn't see an item earlier, did we? We did not, so... Unfortunately, the thing is, he's going to get... If I switch out, he's going to get his defog no matter what. Yeah, he's definitely going to get a defog right here. I'm going to go for Ice Beam, because I know he's going to U-turn. I was willing to risk that right there, and thankfully he decided to U-turn and not Earthquake, which... Earthquake would never be the play there, because I have 2 great switch-ins with my own Landorus and my Rotom, so... He's actually going to go out into his Ferrothorn right here. Is this Oka Berry? That actually does a decent amount. Do I just Flamethrower right here, or do I Ice Beam again, predicting back to Lando? I'm going to Flamethrower and just knock him out. So sweet Nidoking doing some work right away. This is going to allow Alakazam to come in and just hurt, pretty much. Yeah. Sounds about right. Thankfully his Draco switch-ins are just not there. He goes out into this, though. This is kind of a problem. We don't have a good, like, Water plus Dark Resist. Yeah, we actually just don't. He's going to click the Water type move. So we're going to go Rotom. I actually don't like this. He's going to go for Dark Pulse, actually. We take 2 of those, so that's great. And I can just Volt out. That's definitely my best play. He's going to U-turn, so he's Battle Bond U-turn, I think. So that's interesting. Because he's male, so I think he can be Battle Bond because it's not female, and we didn't see Protean anyway. He goes Landorus, which is a smart play because he already saw that... He's going to U-turn right here because he already saw that he thought that we were going to go for Volt Switch. I'm going to Volt, just because I think your best play right here is to U-turn out. Just goes for a Rock Slide and crits me. That really sucks. And I could have just knocked him out, but I really thought he would U-turn. That's fine though. I'm just going to switch out now into Scizor. He catches me with a Trance Switch actually. What if I Hydroed or Volted again? I guess he really expected me to go Scizor, but now I have to switch out again, unfortunately. I think Rotom is my sack right here, just because it can defog on this thing in case it tries to get up rocks. Goes for Magma Storm and misses though, so this is probably outspeeds me. Maybe he'll miss another one, and I can get off a Hydro Pump. We're actually faster, and we do a bit of damage, which is cool. Goes right for Flash Cannon, which doesn't even knock me out, which is great. And I'll just Hydro Pump again right here. Unfortunately, we miss, but he actually misses his Magma Storm right after that, which is cool. Not sure why he wouldn't just... I guess he just wanted to knock out, but we hit that and we knock him out. So sweet. Unfortunately, this means Gren comes back in and gets its Battle Bond, which we really don't like. Gren's a huge problem since we don't have any more water resists. And we actually saw that it's not even locked in, so we might just lose to this Gren right now. I'm just going to Volt. He goes for Dark Pulse and crits me. I don't think that mattered. I'm pretty sure the last one did. Yeah, it did enough, so... we know he's not locked in. My only player right here is Scizor, because it lives a hit, and I have to keep Scizor healthy. He actually stayed in. Does he have 18 power? No, Waterium. That's going to knock me out, and I think that's going to be game, because that was Z. Wow. We have this still, so I guess it's not over yet. But we struggle against that Alakazam. I'm going to U-turn. Yes, sure. Can he not knock me out? So he doesn't knock me out, which is cool. That's going to knock that out. And it's not over yet, actually. I can go out into Lottie right here and just get a kill. I think Nidoking's my better play, though. It's going to be in mind games. I think if I go Lottie, he's going to go Lando. Yeah, we're going to go Lottie and drop a Draco. This is actually not over yet, because I can potentially win with Scarf Landorus. I just need to get rid of Zapdos. And this, obviously. So my best play right here is to go right for Draco Meteor. He's going to U-turn, obviously, and let's see what he has to bring out right now. So he sacks off Zapdos. Hopefully we connect this. We do. Great. And it's not looking that bad. I think we need a 50-50 correct, though. Because he knows I'm Scarf Lando. I do have HP Ice. It's gonna come down to a 50-50. Because there's no reason to preserve this. I'll just go for Draco. He goes right for a substitute. So good play. You're putting yourself in range of my attacks, though, which I don't appreciate. What if I actually... I'll just continue to drop Dracos, because it should still break a substitute, because this is a paper bag. Yep. We're at minus a ton now, and actually, does hit... Go for substitute again, please. Okay, this has to... If this breaks a sub, we win. It breaks a sub, so we sweep its Scarf HPIs, I think, unless he wins the speed tie. Goes for Psychic finally to knock me out. I don't know what that play was, but my play right here is Hidden Power. We should outspeed, no matter what. We do. We go for Scarf Hidden Power, and we might have the game right now. He actually sacks off the Lando, and Zam's gonna come back in. It can't win, because I guess he really expected me to Earthquake, but Scarf HPS is standard now. It definitely is, and he's gonna go ahead and forfeit the match right there. So he definitely choked by spamming Substitute. He should have just knocked out my Lottie and gone for the 50-50, but that's gonna be a win for our first game, and I'll be right back with another one. Alright, we got a second battle right here. This guy's running more of like a bulky offensive team with the Mega Ampharos, plus I'm assuming it's just a lone Trick Room Stekataka, like Spidef Ferrothorn, maybe Scarf Blacephalon. It's either going to be Specs Blacephalon plus Scarf Keldeo, or Scarf Blacephalon plus Specs Keldeo. Probably just defensive landers. So I'm going to lead off here with my... I think Nidoking's a fine lead, to be honest. He doesn't really do well against it. His good leads, like, leads well against Ferrothorn. It leads well against these three and doesn't lead well against the other three, but we have responses. So yeah, I'm going to do that. He leads off with Keldeo, so this is what we not wanted, but I'm just going to go out here into Lottie. So great, we bring in Lottie. Whoa, Effect Round is really loud now. He goes right for the Scald, which is what we expected. If I just Calm Mind up right now, what does he do? Not a lot. I mean, he's going to go Ferrothorn, right? I'm making the double. Yeah, so we get Nidoking back in here. And he should expect the Flamethrower. I'm clicking it anyway. He might have Protective Scout. I really want to Sludge Wave or Earth Power. Earth Power is a middle ground play, but I don't want to get Leech Sheeted or anything, so I'm just going to Flamethrower. We just knock him out. Sweet. So Nidoking has claimed two Ferrothorns this live, which is cool. Let's see what he wants to bring out next. Right back out into Keldeo. I think he's going to double, but I'm not risking it. I'm going back into Lottie. What if he goes Blacephalon? Yo, no, he's just going to Scald. So bad play. But the thing is, if I double out into Lottie and he went Blacephalon, I didn't have a good Shadow Ball switch in. But we're still fine. We can go out into Lottie right now. Go right for a Calm Mind. Goes out into Lando. That's fine. I'll recover. Hopefully he's... Well, first of all, if he's not Scarf Blacephalon, we outspeed it, and I think we just 6-0 right now. So we get our recover off. He goes for knockoff and does a ton. So I'm just going to drop a Draco now and hope we Oko him, because I don't really have anything else to do against this. He could just go Stekataka. I wish we had coverage, like at least Surf. So he gives me Lando instead of going Stack Attacka, which is cool. And that Nidoking misplay was pretty bad, but honestly, I could not let Blacephalon get in right there, because I would have had to take a ton of damage with my Heatran, and it would have just been a bad situation. Goes out into Keldeo, so I guess this is Scarf. It should be. And I think he's going to go right for a... I'm not sure what. He's going to go for a Secret Sword. I just wanted to see what he's locked into. And honestly, I think I might sweep with Scarf Earthquake. Well, he's going to switch out, and I get a kill, which is the important part. So I'm just going to go for Earthquake right here. And then we get a knockout no matter what, because if he stays in, we 1v1 him, because we know he's locked into Secret Sword. Pretty sure, right? My Lottie was Timid, yeah. So we go for Earthquake right here, we get a knockout. Unless it's Shuka Stack Attacka, which is a set that I ran a few days ago. So it just gives me Stack Attacka. I guess he realized that it could have swept, but not with Scizor. Maybe he expects him to be like superpowered Scizor or something like that, but he brings out Ampharos now. This isn't living, I don't think. I really don't think you do. It actually did live. I definitely underestimated the bulk right there. He's gonna knock me out. Alright, so this is a bit tricky. I'm gonna go Scizor. And I'm going to Mega Evolve, and we should still be fine because I U-turn right here. And knock him out. And now it's just a matter of what I bring in and what he's gonna respond with. So if I go Rotom, I think I'm fine either way. Because we take a hit from both, we Oko Blacephalon with Hydro. I'm pretty sure we do, and I'm pretty sure Tran might take... Okay, so he goes out to Blacephalon. He's just going to go for like Mind Blown, Shadow Ball. He might just be banking off the miss. Yeah, he's going to try to bank off my miss right now. Alright, so it'll just Volt out into... I'm just going to Volt out into Tran then. Because if he's going to try to attack me, yeah, he's going to go for a what? This Never Ending Nightmare? That's pretty bad. Because he's going to knock me out. And it's going to come down to... Scizor should 1v1 Scarf Keldeo, unless he locks himself into Hydro Pump, which would be interesting for sure. So I'm just going to ground Z right here. Goes right for Shadow Ball, doesn't knock me out. We knock him out, which is cool. And it's going to come down to how much he's doing with his Hydro Pumps. Because my Scizor is at full, I think. So he brings out Keldeo, and I can just bank on misses too. We just Earth Power right here. He's going to go for Hydro Pump. So we bring out this right now, and it's going to come down to this. So I just U-turn. I'm really hoping he doesn't 2-hit KO me. Oh, he actually does. So yeah, that's going to be the game. Definitely misplayed. Going for the... Well, I should have scouted, because Sub-Zemu is a good Blacephalon set, to be honest. I actually should have roosted right there, trying to play off the miss, but he connected anyway. So that's going to be that match right there. Unfortunate, but that was a pretty good game, 1-0, and I'll be right back with another one. Alright, got our third match right here. This guy has a really bulky team. It's pretty much semi-stall, but Nidoking is unfortunately not going to do a ton unless we get rid of Blissey, which I don't know why he has a Blissey. We're not like low on the ladder, so we should be seeing Chansey instead, but Tauntran can deal with that, and I'm just going to lead off with Tauntran right here. He leads off with Mew. I don't want this to be like some fast Earth Power set. I don't know what this thing is yet. So I'm going to go out into Lottie. If he starts Calm Minding up, we can go for our own. Goes for Knockoff. So we can recover because we saw that Knockoff did 63, which means if we take out the 33% boost, it should be doing below half, and we can just recover stall it. Go through it for Knockoff. Yeah, he does 40, which is cool. And we have Psyshock on this thing, so if Blissey comes out, we don't struggle against it. Honestly, this Lottie might just 6-0 him. Unless... I have to prevent it from getting Toxic, which is the most important thing right here. Because Blissey can come out right now. He's actually just going to stay in. To do what? You're making mistakes, my guy. I'm going to Calm Mind. Unless he has Toxic on this, which would be really unfortunate. Does he have it? Yes, will. Actually, that's perfectly fine, because now I can't even get Toxic. And I just spam Calm Mind right now. Does this thing rock me out with anything? Do I just Draco? Or do I just switch out? I'm going to drop a Draco. It just Okos him. And I think Lottie should be able to win the match for us. He goes out into Venusaur. I'm just going to Calm Mind again. Goes right for Elite Sheed, so that's not going to be able to 1v1 me. And he actually doesn't have a way to win the match right now, I don't think. So he goes for Elite Sheed. I just continue. He's going to need Sludge Bomb crits. So I just drop a Draco right here, I believe. Or I just recover. But I believe dropping a Draco and just knocking him out is my best play. I actually didn't knock him out. That's fine though, right? I just recover. How much actually worked? He's doing more. So I just lost my win con, which really sucks. But I think he's going to recover stall me. He went for knockoff. So that didn't work out. I definitely should have switched out Lottie right there and just brought it back in later. But it's fine. We know his set now. I can go out into Scizor right here in U-turn. That'll give him a Will-O-Wisp. I'm going to go Tran. I really thought Lottie could just win right there, but unfortunately that lead sheet actually came in clutch because his knockoff plus the lead sheet was doing exactly half to me. I needed that Draco to knock him out, so he made the switch at the correct turn because I wasn't able to knock him out with Draco. I'll taunt. As he just knocks me off. So what did he... No, we're Groundium, okay. Got up a Rocks now. And this spams a knock, okay. I have Fire Blast. If we could hit it, that would be cool. Alright, so do I just... I'm gonna Fire Blast again. That's not doing anything, he just goes for a knock. I have to switch out here. Alright, so we're just gonna go out into... I don't know. This is not great. Okay, I'm just gonna go for the Tectonic Rage crit. Or maybe it'll just knock him out, who knows. That did absolutely zero. Alright, we're gonna taunt and then spam Fire Blast. So, do I Fire Blast? I'm just gonna Fire Blast. He might switch out. That's what I would do, but... So he lets me weaken Mew. And this actually gives me my Scizor. Because he can't actually Will-O-Wisp me right now. So at least we get this going for us. He's gonna go out into Zapdos for sure. Yeah, he has to go Zapdos. That's exactly what he's gonna do. And unfortunately, please don't static pair me. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go Nidoking right here. He knows he has Blissey as a response, so I think I have to pull a double into... I think I'm just going to play off his Choke and Sludge Wave. If she goes Slowbro, this should get 2-hit KO'd. Yeah, that takes a ton. Eats a berry. He might expect a T-Bolt. I'm just going to go for Sludge Wave again. He goes for Scald and Burns me. Okay, now I'm going to go out into Lando on the Blissey. Yeah. And now I'm going to U-turn on Zapdos, and we have to get rid of Zapdos. He actually decided to stay in. So we're going to sack Nidoking to that Ice Beam. Now we're going to go out into this. We're just going to Bullet Punch a Roost, stall him, I think. That's doing 0. You know what, though? I'm just going to Earthquake, and... So he gives me Blissey, but... actually, a Scarf Earthquake Sweep's not looking impossible. Why did you go out into this? It's not looking that terrible to get a Scarf Sweep. He goes out into Venusaur right now. I need to 2-hit KO this. That's not doing anything. If he can miss another Sleep Powder, that would be sweet. Yeah, Synthesis. Can we get crits? So this guy's semi-stall team just completely destroyed us. I should have just saved Lottie for endgame. Because he was clearly not very experienced either. I don't know why he just made all those sacks. And he connects a Sleep Powder right there. So we're just going to go ahead and not dot forfeit / forfeit. So unfortunate match. I mean, we could have won it, but... I sent in Lottie too early and just went for the setup, but that is totally alright. I'll be right back with another match. Alright, go to 4th battle right here. Unfortunately, I just played one game, which I won, but the guy took like 3 years in between turns, so I would have had to like cut it 5 times just to have that battle on the channel, but I decided to scrap that, and we're going to go ahead and get this one right now. Could be like an Arachnid Sticky Webs lead. I'm just going to go ahead and lead off here with my... I believe Landorus is a fine lead. Because you can just U-turn out on everything. You just lead off with Arachnid. So this does give me the U-turn, as I said, and I can just go right here into my Rotom. Rotom doesn't actually do a ton for me, to be honest. It doesn't switch into Kyurem, not Zygarde, dies to Medicham and Coco. So yeah, Rotom's definitely a fine play right now. Not sure if this guy is going to stay in and just click Sticky Webs, which I can just defog away. If I were him, I'd just Liquidation, because I don't actually have good switch-ins, especially if it's Banded. Banded Liquidation looks super scary with that Water Bubble ability. How fast is Arachnid? I'm kind of curious. I'll check in a bit if it matters. So I just got here into Rotom. Goes right for Liquidation. Doesn't do a ton, so he's clearly not Banded. He gets his defense drop, though. But unfortunate right there. He's going to go out into Kyurem Black, I think. I'm going to throw off a Will-O-Wisp just because he has like 5 physical attackers and then Coco. And I don't even mind the burn on Coco. So he does go Coco, just expecting the Will-O-Wisp. Totally fine with me. No way I'm leaving this in right here. I'm just going to go out here into my... Not Lando. What doesn't do a lot? Nidoking. I really want to keep Nidoking, but it actually doesn't do a ton, unfortunately. You can actually check Mimikyu decently well. It takes Shadow Sneak, it takes Player Offs. And we don't even outrun it, so it doesn't take Shadow Claw. I have to sack off Nidoking. Hopefully goes for the T-Bolt. He does. So at least Nidoking is going to get to throw off an attack this match, which is cool. I just throw off a Sludge Wave here, I believe. He doesn't have good switch-ins. We take an HP Ice. Not sure if he has any other way to knock me out. This should get 2-hit KO'd. Yep. And we just look at it again. Is he Scarf? No. Would Scarf hasn't outsped me? It would have outsped me, but let's see what he decides to go out into now. This makes sense. Giant threat right here. I actually don't have good switch-ins. I'm just going to stay in. He's going to click Ice Punch, right? Scizor doesn't take 2 high jump kicks. He's not going to click high jump kick. He's going to click Ice Punch. This was my most expendable member, as I said. He goes for Ice Punch. There's no way we were reliving that. And I just bring out my Lati. And I just go ahead and click Draco Meteor. I don't care if he goes out into Mimikyu. I just want the knockout on this thing, and he might just stay in, thinking that I'll click a Psychic type move and not knock him out. So yeah, that's exactly what it's going to do, and we knock that thing out. So, sweet. We are still definitely fine. He's going to go out into Kieran Black now. This Scarf Kieran Black? What is this thing really trying to accomplish? It could be like... I'm going to go Scizor. Goes for Sub-Zero Slammer, I think. Yeah. That doesn't even do that much because we're max HP, max defense. And I don't believe Sub-Zero Slammer runs Hidden Power Fire. On the off chance it does, I'll just Bullet Punch first. Yeah, so he might have just... That actually does quite a bit. Goes right for Earth Power. Unfortunately, it does 2-hit KO me, but he is threatened out right here. Yeah, so we knock that out. I think he has to go Zygarde now. Or Tapu Koko, either way. But we're definitely ahead. Unfortunately, my only way of... So it's going to go Zygarde. My only way of not losing to Mimikyu is with the Lando, and I think I have to bring out Lando now. So we're going to U-turn out. Thankfully, he just knocked me out. I was really afraid of something, like, bad happening. So this is probably Banded. I'm going to click Psyshock. He goes out into the Mimikyu, which is totally alright. This probably just dies to Life Orb Psyshock right now. I mean Soul Dew Psyshock. Because Mimikyu is a paper bag on the defense. Nope, it lived. Goes for Shadow Claw. Hopefully we live this. Mimikyu has paper thin defense and paper thin attack, but it still knocked me out somehow. Okay. So we're going to go out into this. So we damaged Koko, right? I believe. Yeah, we got a bit of burn damage on it. I'll just Earthquake. We're a Scarf. And I don't believe we can lose to Zygarde unless it's Subcoil. I think he has to go Zygarde now. And I think I'll just stay in and spam EQ. Because it should 3-hit KO and make sure that he's not... He goes Tapu Koko. I'm pretty sure Earthquake 3-hit KOs and make sure that he's not in range of an Iapapa. Because we bring him down to 60, then 20. Actually, he might get an Iapapa. Or a Figgy, whatever he has. So, goes right for 1,000 arrows though, so we should be good to go. I actually have to switch out because I want to knock him out with HP Ice. So we sack off Tran. And we bring this back in and just go right for a Hidden Power Ice right here. If we don't knock him out right here, we might actually lose. And we might not, because this has a terrible... Actually, we knocked him out. Cool. That's going to knock him out right there, and that's going to be a win. So, that's great. I'm going to go ahead and drop a GG instead. That was a fun batch, and I'll be right back with another one. Alright, we got a 5th battle right here. This might be our final one, depending on how long it lasts. Unfortunately, we're facing Koko Lucha again, which we kind of don't appreciate. Scizor can deal with it. As I said, Rotom can take a +2 high jump kick, so that's kind of what we're going to go for. I'm going to lead off here with... Tran has good leads against some things like Koko and Mag, but then it doesn't lead against Medicham, Lando, Koko, or, Gran or Halucha. I think Lando is my much better lead, because it can take a fake out from the Medicham if that's what he wants to go for. He actually leads off with the Gran, so this is totally fine. Unless he gets 5 Water Shuriken hits, I know we take it, and I'm just going to go for a U-turn. Do I want to risk Scarf Gran, though? Not really. I have to keep Rotom healthy. I'm just going to U-turn, and hope he stays in. Because he might expect me to be defensive and just try to get rocks up early. But U-turn's safe. He goes out into his own Lando, so that's the play I would have made, because... Let's see if we see Rocky Helmet. If we do, then... I want to calc that. Because Nidoking might be able to... I'm a Landorus-T. Scarf against... let's see how much it would have done to defensive Lando. I think that's defensive Lando, and we're going to see leftovers when I bring in Nidoking right here. That's kind of what I'm banking on. We do see leftovers, so... We're going to be able to get a Nidoking and throw off an attack, which is great. So he's going to expect the Ice Beam. I'm clicking it anyway, because every person has stayed in with the Mon that they had in. And it actually doesn't have good switch-ins. Even the Gran won't appreciate this. So he did go Gran. Let's see how much this take. Yeah, I didn't appreciate that at all. And if I Sludge Wave, that would have been super clutch. But the other guy stayed in with the Flamethrower, and I don't want to risk anything. We still do have no answers for this, which is cool. Not going Rotom. I think... What is Lottie doing for me with Magearna and... Coco still there? Yeah, Lottie's not doing a ton. As much as I don't want him to get Battle Bond, we take that. And I'm assuming that Specs. Probably not. It could be a Z with Dark Pulse again. But I'm just going to go right here for a Psyshock on the off chance he's not locked in. Because if he's not locked in, he goes for Dark Pulse or Ice Beam and knocks me out. So I'm going to assume he's... on the off chance he is locked in. She decided to stay in. What? Right now I'm recovering. Because he might expect me to be locked in now. Because if I'm locked in and he switched out, I would not want to lock myself into a Dragon type move. So he actually just stays in again. And I think he realizes that he has to switch out eventually. So Psyshock is my best play, just to spam it. Because he actually cannot 1v1 me. Since he's locked in right now. So he's going to go Magearna, which is what exactly he should have done. We get a bit of damage, actually decent damage on that. If I Calm Mind right here, do we take hits? Do I want to go for the Calm Mind Lottie Sweeper right now? We're going to try it. Just because we pretty much sent in Lottie as a sack, and it somehow is still at full. So if we live this and we live a Flare Cannon, if we could get the Calm Mind up and live a Flare Cannon, then we can start recovering up. That would be super worth it in my eyes. So we get our Calm Mind up. Goes for Flare Cannon. It does not do enough. And as I said, this is exactly what we were hoping for. So I go for Recover right here. Goes hard out into Gran. If I had Draco, I'd imagine that. I'm going to Draco right here on the off chance we take the Specs Dark Pulse. I know we're not going to though, so is there really a point? I'm going to Calc it, just because this could be a potential play. Okay, let's see. Offensive, +1 against Greninja. Let's just give him a Specs Shaskran and make the special attack lower. 103. It's actually a roll. It's actually a good roll, to be honest. I'm gonna go for Draco. Goes hard Tapu Koko. What does this have? Twinkle Tackle? I'm gonna Psyshock now. So we really didn't want to risk that roll. I'm getting the plays wrong. I should have just played more offensively since I got my Calm Mind up. Koko is definitely a good player right there, but... Goes for Volt though. You're gonna go back to Gran now. Please don't go back to Gran. Magearna's your better play right now. Every time. If he goes back to Gran though, then we're in range of Dark Pulse and that'll really suck. So we got all the plays wrong. And now he's definitely going to go for Dark Pulse, so I just go Scizor. We take 2 of those, and we get to Mega Evolve and Roost. So unfortunately, that did not how I go as I wanted. I just played way too safe. He actually was not even locked in. So wait, why didn't you just Dark Pulse the first time? I guess he was hoping for my choke. When I had Lottie all the way back, why didn't you just do it then? So we have some tough plays. As we saw earlier, Lando can take the Shurikens, so we're just going to go ahead and play off this right now. I'm going to go right for a U-turn. We can take the Shuriken, and I'm hoping he just sacks this to me right now, because then that'll put us in a good spot. We're still super weak to Hawlucha. Rotom never hasn't taken any damage yet. We haven't brought in anything yet, so we might be fine. But another problem that we're kind of seeing right now is that we don't have any actual Metachan switching. So if Metachan comes in on Tren, Rotom, or Nidoking, he gets a kill. If he gets the play right. Like if he goes for high jump kick into my Lottie, we take like 90. Actually, I'm pretty sure Lottie just took damage. So he goes for into Lando. We know this is leftovers. And we have to try to get a play right again. I think I'm just gonna Ice Beam again, just because. Alright, so let's think this out. I can make the Landorus double, which is pretty safe in all regards. Because it catches the Grand double, and if he stays in, we deal with him anyway. But I feel like I just stay in here and try to make the play. Because do I Ice Beam or do I just Sludge Wave on the Grand? No, you know what? We're gonna go Lando. Oh, he went for U-turn, so I should have Ice Beamed. That was actually something that I didn't consider, U-turn, because if he was staying in, he was gonna U-turn, and now we get to momentum. Goes Metachan though. Why didn't you just go Grand and get your kill? You're risking. I don't actually. He's not risking anything right now. So this is definitely going for Ice Punch. I'll just sack this off, I think. Or yeah, just go for Earthquake right here. Maybe we can get a crit Earthquake and just knock him out. I mean, you know what? I feel like this guy might just go back out into Okay, so if I U-turn and he stays in right here, I know he's going for Ice Punch anyway, and I can go Heatran and then double back to Lando. So that's what we're going to do. So we should take the Ice Punch. That works too. I don't know. This guy's playing really offensively. And you know what? I'm just going to start responding to it. I'm going to try to adapt at least. I'm going to predict him to go for Ice Punch right here and just stay in and go for Earth Power. Because Heatran doesn't actually do anything for me either, because it does to Lando, Gran, Hawlucha, and Medicham. So I'm going to bank on him just clicking Ice Punch right here, trying to predict my Landorus. Went for High Jump Kick. That was totally alright, because as I said, that one did nothing. And we're going for the Scarf Lando sweep with EQ. And we still have our Hawlucha response intact. So he goes out into this now. My play is Lati, I think, now. Latios Soul Dew Draco should knock him out. I'm going to go Nidoking. And I'm not making the mistake that I did last time. I'm just clicking Ice Beam now. Because as long as we have our Rotom Lando intact, we should be fine. Because Scarf Earthquake is looking like a definitely potential. The problem is Water Shuriken plus Fake Out might just do it. We need a sack to Fake Out pretty much. We might need multiple sacks to it. I'm going to Ice Beam right here and really just hope he stays in, so that way I can actually have the potential for my Scarf Lando sweep. Just stay in, man. I need this. So if he stays in and he lets me knock him out, the Scarf Earthquake sweep is definitely has the potential. If he switches out, then I have to pick a sack, and I think that sack is going to be my Lati. And then I go Lando and click U-turn. So he gave me the Lando. So that's great. And as I said right here, my sack is Latios. He goes for the Hydro Pump. He'll follow it up with a Dark Pulse, obviously. So I'll just go right here for the Draco on the off chance he doesn't. Now I go out into this, and I just click U-turn. I could just Earthquake on the off chance he wants to not go Hawlucha. Because actually, now that I think about it, now if he goes Coco, then we can go Nidoking and get a kill, because we live in HP Ice. So he goes Hawlucha. So he's bringing it in before he gets the boost. I'm going to try to Volt Switch out right here. If he just high Jump Kicks and gives me the Hawlucha, then... So now he goes Tapu Koko. We go back to... Go Nidoking. Because this prevents Hawlucha from getting an SD up. Which is great for my Rotom. So because I want Rotom to be healthy kind of too. So I'm going to go right here for the Earth Power, I think. Let's see, he doesn't have... If he goes Magearna, I just knock it out with Earth Power anyway. So Sludge Wave is my best play. If it doesn't knock him out now, then that could be a problem, but... He could go Hawlucha now, actually, but it still doesn't set up on me. This actually, I should have Earth Powered. Goes for Iron Head and get some damage off. That might mean we're in range of HP Ice or in Acrobatics. So we knock that out. And actually, once Hawlucha is gone, it looks like we might win with Lando. This is an interesting play. I have to keep Rotom healthy. This is my sack. He goes for Ice Punch. So now we're going to go out into this. Click U-turn. He said switch out into Tapu Koko right here. This is actually kind of tricky. Do I just Earthquake or do I U-turn? I'm going to Earthquake. Ah, he got me. I should have U-turned. Alright, so I definitely feel like we play this alright. It's not over yet. I mean, maybe if he misses this high jump kick right now. Nope. We did take a +2 hit, as I saw right there. So I Volt out. Come on, just give me this Mon, so that way my Scarf Lando has a chance. Give the 60%. Okay, so he... Okay, so I'm gonna Hidden Power right here. And hopefully we can get the Scarf EQ sweep. Okay, so he gives me the Hawlucha. He's playing really risky. Goes Ashgren, I switch out right here, and then I bring back in Lando and really hope Scarf EQ manages to clean. Which it might. We need to take the Shuriken, which... 29? Okay, don't knock me out. Okay, so we live that. It's gonna come down to whether he has priority on Medicham. Which, judging the fact that he went out into it, it probably does. Yeah, so that's what I said earlier. We needed a sack, so had I gotten that Rotom 50-50 right, we would have definitely been fine right there because I could have sacked Rotom to the Hawlucha. Well, if I had a U-turn on the Holo that's what I meant. And then we would have been able to sack it to the fake out right here. But then he would have just gone onto Coco and just faked out me again. So it wouldn't have made a difference. I definitely think we did a really nice job at bringing it back right there. And we're going to go ahead and end off the live right there. So hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. Once again, the team is down below in the description in case you guys do want to try it out. And I'll see you guys next time. Later.